Hey fellow patriots, Bravo Echo here. Today I wanted to talk to you on this cold Saturday about repurposing items that you may have around your house um, to put into your preparedness bucket. Um, some of you may find it's easier just to spend your hard-earned money to go buy these items and save the time, which is fine. Part of the reason I wanted to show you these couple items is if there comes a time that you can't go out and buy them, you can't order them. It's an opportunity for you to learn to repurpose things in your house, and it's also a good opportunity to learn a few different steps that you can share and do with your children or grandchildren, depending on your age. You often talk about your heartache from trying to get your grown children to get involved in preparedness and the need, and they go on with everyday life and ignore your pleas. If you have your grandchildren or children that are young, you can sit down and do these different crafts with them. And if it's grandchildren, then maybe they will go back home and try to get their parents involved to help them in learning some of these simple items. So let me get started here. A lot of these steps that I'm going to show you are primarily around light and fire starters, and there's a couple other items. So some of the things that I like to do is look at items and say, hey, how can I reuse this? Right, maybe not today, but maybe in time. So one of the things is I save mostly all containers of different sizes, such as this plastic container here. I can use to store items in. These are assorted mixed nuts. When they're empty, clean them out real good, dry them, and I put them aside in a bag, and when I need something to store items in, I can pull these out to reuse. Medicine bottles, I like to save these. For example, I've been storing seeds from last year in them. I put labels on them, and then this growing season I will repurpose the seeds. Once I fill them, I can take them and I can store them as a group inside of the larger container. One of the other items is Altoid cans for different purposes. Here you see you can buy these by the dozen and just store them, or you can save your own Altoid cans and other containers of different sizes. Here I have cotton balls that I've basically doused with Vaseline. I put them in the can, I save them. I keep one in my day bag that goes with me everywhere if I would need to start a fire. Instead of wasting time trying to get a fire started, I can use one of these, light it under my kindling, and it will burn longer and it will help you to get your fire started. Another one is a fire starter using dryer lint and straws. I basically buy a pack of straws. Here you take one full-size straw. Here you need a pair of needle nose pliers and a knife, and you cut the straw down to your preferred size. This one straw cut into 4 pieces. Then I take dryer lint, a piece of dryer lint from the dryer, and I spin it around, make it as small as possible, and then I start feeding it into my straw. I take the end of my pliers and I push it in and pack it tight end to end to make it solid with dryer lint. Then I can take my needle nose pliers and crimp the end if you desire. That helps keep your dryer lint dry. And then I throw 8 or 10 or 12 into a small baggie about this big, the snack size baggie, and throw some in my bag outside for exterior fires, fire pit, ever how you set a fire. Another item is collecting toilet paper tubes. I have a ton of these in baggies, all kinds of them, paper towel tubes, toilet paper tubes, and then collect dryer lint. Just throw it in a bag, and then when you fill the bag, I start packing them. You can see the dryer lint. I start packing the dryer lint into the toilet paper tube to fill it up. You can keep it whole, or you can cut it ever how you so desire. When you go to start a fire, you just take the section or a tube and put it under your kindling, light it, and it will burn for a bit to help you get started. That's a really simple thing, simple to teach children. It's fun to do together. A lot of you probably have purchased the 36-hour survival candle, $7 to $10, I believe, which is fine to have around. But if you can't get them, how can you repurpose items to make your own candles? So one of the ways is crayons. You can go buy the crayons. You can buy them cheap at the dollar store. You can go to a local library maybe and talk to them about saving broken crayons that children may use. Daycare centers, home daycare services. Maybe you know some folks that have a service like that, but talk to them about saving the crayons. And then what you do is you peel the paper off of your crayon. You can there's 2 ways you can go about it. There's more than that, but I'll tell you 2 ways that you can make the candles. One is you can take the crayons and break them up, peel the paper off, break them up, throw them into a empty sanitized vegetable can, and turn your oven or your stove on high. Place the can in a pot and melt the candles into wax down to liquefy it. Once you have it liquefied, you can take one of your empty cans. This is a Thayer's Slippery Elm lozenges. It was gifted to me by one of our Patriot sisters a year or so ago, and I finished them off. And then so I melted down my wax. I made my own wick out of I had some thin 3-strand rope or string twine. You can see here I cut it and I split the ends out. So why did I split the ends out? I split the ends out so they will cover under the wax when it hardens. So when it burns, I don't have a single burn down to burn one side of the candle and then have candle left over. So I melt my wax, I put my wick in it, have it underneath it, and then I pour the liquid melted crayons into the container. It hardens, and this is an example. I can then store these. I have candles available or I can throw it in my backpack and I can carry it with me, and I don't have to buy them. I'll make my own. Another way you can do that is you can take one or two crayons of the same color. You can break them, put them in a bowl, a paper bowl, if you have them. If not, a plastic bowl, you just have to clean it up good when you're finished. Put the broken crayon in the bottom, and then put 5 to 6 scoops of Crisco, white Crisco, over the top. Then microwave it for about 2 to 2.5 minutes. It will liquefy it. You spread your wick out, and if you are wanting scented candles for fufu, put about 10 drops of your favorite essential oil in the Crisco before you microwave it. An orange scent, peppermint, ever what you desire. Microwave it, and then pour it in and cover your wick. If you don't want to take a chance of the hot wax getting on your fingers, you can take a popsicle stick or a pencil or something of that nature, and you can lay it across your container and let it lean against it when you pour the wax in, and that'll help hold it up. So you can do all different size containers. You got some round ones, some small ones, such as this. I believe this came from Crackle Barrel, the small pocket size containers. I have some bigger ones here that cookies came in a couple years ago, and you can make a big candle probably for your home. If you use the same color crayon with the Crisco, it liquefies, then you can kind of control the color of your candle. Where I just took some different colored crayons, I melted them down in a can, and I didn't really care about what color. This came out kind of a burgundy. So that's two ways. Another option that you can do is for fire starters, get you some of the wooden diamond matches in a box. They're good to have on hand anyway. Take 4 or 5 matches, you put them together. I took a piece of tape and taped them. I take one match and pull it up higher than the rest of them. Then I take my needle nose pliers again and hold on to it. And because these were for an example, I dipped it down in my wax, pulled it out. I dipped it a second time and I pulled it out. And what this does is it waterproofs your match, your packet of matches. Then when I want to use them, I just gently scrape the wax off the tip, strike it, and what it does, it helps them burn longer. So you're not going through as many matches, or if you're using it as a light torch, it will. It's basically going to be a burning candle. One of the things you can do also is with your needle nose pliers, is you can dip the whole item down into the candle wax. That way it helps keep the wood dry down towards the end. So these are just a couple of examples of things that I like to repurpose that are laying around the house from time to time, and I just store them in baggies or bags, and then when I have an hour or two down, I take and melt down some candles or ever when I need, and put them together and have them, set them aside. So again, get your kids involved, grandkids involved, and hopefully it will help get them interested, and maybe they'll get their parents involved as well. Maybe that'll open the door a little bit. So, hope you're all doing well, and thanks for your time. And be blessed, stay safe. The world's getting crazier out there, if you haven't noticed. And keep your faith, stay grounded, and we'll be all right. Till next time, Bravo Echo out. Thank you for checking out the Hope for Survival YouTube channel. If you are new to Hope for Survival, you can check out our books at our webpage. Book 1, which is Hope for Survival, Getting You Prepared for Disasters, and Book 2, Hope for Survival, The Mindset, are both available for order on the website. We also offer the Hope for Survival football stick, which is a memory stick set up as a digital filing cabinet with files already loaded on there for you to digitally copy items such as deeds, auto transcript for ownership, wills, living wills, loans, banking information, items that if your home burned down or you had some form of a disaster, you could have all your important papers already digitally filed on this stick. All you do is simply drag the digital file into the appropriate preset folder so that you'll have it in the event of a disaster. You have to flee your home in a hurry, or also if you're away from home and you need critical information that's personal. If you have your memory stick with you, you can put it in your computer and pull that information up wherever you may be. Again, you can find these items to order at our website, https www.hopeforsurvival.com, or you can email me at preparedness101@protonmail.com, and I will try to help you out. Again, thanks for checking out the Hope for Survival YouTube channel. Hope to see you again.